Welcome to this week's check-in video. I want to share with you a story that dates me right back to grade 6. I remember being in grade 6 and liking this girl, and she kind of liked me. And of course, you find out not because you talk, but because I talk to my friend who talks to her friend who talks to her, and then she sends a note to her friend who sends a note to my friend who sends a note to me, and that, the whole grade 6 dating process and stuff. And so we kind of chatted, hung out on the playground for a while and stuff. And then I remember it got out that I kind of liked her and she kind of liked me. And so we met after school. She was with her friend and I was on my own. We're just kind of walking home, and we walked through the soccer field, and we get to the back of the soccer field, and we're just chatting there. And I don't know what to do. I don't know what this dating thing looks like. I've never really dated a girl before. And so I'm just standing there talking, and they're giggling and talking to each other. And I'm just standing there like, what are we doing? Like, why are we even here? And I was kind of getting bored and stuff. And so after probably almost an hour, seriously, of just standing there, I was like, okay, well, see you tomorrow. And so they left and I left. And I remember getting back to school the next day thinking, I don't know about this girl thing. And then her friend corners me in school and says, you know why we were standing there? No. You know why we waited so long? No. She wanted to kiss you. She wanted to what? She wanted to kiss you. Well, I didn't know that. How am I supposed to know that? I don't know the dating etiquettes, the dating process of things, and who's supposed to do what, and what you're supposed to do at the back of the soccer field. I don't know that. And so within a couple of days, she was on to somebody else. And so obviously I missed it. I missed my chance. And who knows if my life would have been different. Maybe I would have been cool in grade 6 if I had kissed her. Maybe I would have had friends in grade 6 if I would have kissed her. I don't know. But that's the point I want to make. I didn't know. There's a lot of people today who don't know. Not about a girl who wants to kiss them, but they don't know about a Savior who came to lay down his life for them. People just don't know. And in Luke chapter 1, we saw John being given the role to make much about Jesus Christ, to prepare the way for the coming of Jesus, and to get people's hearts ready to turn to Jesus, and to announce the truth of the coming of the Messiah. And here's what's going on. And in the middle of this week, I want us to think of two things that come from that whole concept of John the Baptist preparing the hearts of people. First of all, who are you announcing the good news to? Because there are people who don't know. There are people who don't understand. They don't get it. There's people in your family. You know them. There are people in your workplace. There are people right across the driveway from you. How will they get to know unless we not just love them, but we intentionally pass on with grace, but with truth, the message of Jesus Christ to them? We've got to start announcing the truth of Jesus to people like John did, so that they'll be able to embrace the salvation of Jesus Christ for themselves. And friends, there's no other better time than Christmas. Everybody's geared up for Christmas. There's no better time to announce the coming of Jesus Christ, because they're all anticipating some sort of message of that anyway. Who are we announcing the good news to? And then secondly, and I'm challenged by this one, can we live like a John, where his whole life was about talking about somebody else? His whole life was geared about preparing the hearts of people towards somebody else. In this culture, it's all about me. It's about us. It's about our kids. And we invert ourselves or our kids into the number one slot in our life. And at Christmas, it's about baking goods and Christmas trees and presents and meals. When will it come back to Jesus Christ? How do we echo John's words found in John chapter 3, where he says, he must become more, speaking of Jesus, and I need to become less. We probably want that, but it doesn't happen automatically. It doesn't happen accidentally. We need to pray for it. And we need to be intentional about choosing now, this day. How do we make much of Jesus today? And to choose now before December 25th even comes. How do we lead those around us to make much more of Jesus than a simple prayer around a Christmas meal? Friends, may the life and the words of John challenge us as we announce and make much more of the life and truth of Jesus Christ in our lives today and over the Christmas season. May we make much of Jesus, because people need to know. They want to know. May we be able to make much of Jesus so they'll see him in us and hear about the truth and the life wrapped up in Jesus Christ. Thanks for watching. God bless. Have a great week. Look forward to seeing you on Sunday.